So Helen, I know it was a very memorable day of your life when you quit work. Would you mind sharing with me a little bit about that?
Sure. It's a day I'll never forget. But I guess just to go back a little bit, you know, Ed and I had been investing for a number of years, and we did have that 5-year plan of, you know, buying as many properties as we could so that we could financially retire on it. And I remember just going into the office each day because I was so motivated and passionate. I was sharing it with some of my colleagues saying, you know, we've been investing and this is what we're doing and all of that sort of thing. And what I found was I felt like I became a bit of a department joke where each week they'd be coming up to me, oh, how many properties have you bought this week, Helen? Oh, we bought another one, it's very exciting. I don't really think they believed me. And it wasn't until we became a case study in one of the national magazines with our photo and everything, and our portfolio, you know, sort of explaining what we had achieved, that I think people actually believed like this was legit. It wasn't just me, you know, yapping away each week going off on a tangent. So that was quite an eye-opener, and I remember showing the magazine to my boss, and even he kind of raised the eyebrow like, oh, holy moly, you know, oh, she actually, you know, did something, and she actually is being truthful. So that was quite an interesting experience, and I remember when I handed in my resignation. And look, for most people that are watching this and that are sort of stuck in the rat race, well, you know, going to work every day, you may not be happy, you're not enjoying the job, and you feel like you're kind of stuck. Well, that's how I was feeling. So when I handed in my resignation, it was like I was handing in my get out of jail free card. And I'll never forget the day I walked out of that building. The sun was shining, it was blue sky, it was, you know, we had a week of rain, and all of a sudden it was perfect weather. And I tell you, it was the best feeling that I would never have to wear a corporate suit again. I'd never have to work, you know, sort of times that the boss was dictating. And just that whole feeling of knowing I could just sit on my backside and do zip for the rest of my life if I chose to. Nothing will come close to that kind of feeling that I felt that day, other than giving birth to my beautiful little girl, of course, and getting married to my gorgeous husband. Apart from those two moments, I think that was kind of like the third aha moment of my life that, you know, will always stay, you know, on the memory.
Wow. And what were the 3 biggest things that got you there, if you were just to circulate 3 of them?
Okay, I think the biggest one, which is something we learnt very early in the piece, which is all about getting an education. You see, John, if you're going to invest in property, if you're going to invest in anything, I don't care what you choose to invest in, whether it's shares, whether it's, you know, whether you want to share trade, whether you invest in property or a business, whatever you choose to do, go and learn about it, go and study it, go and understand it, because only then can you actually succeed at a greater rate, because you'll make less mistakes along the way. So for us, getting an education in property was paramount. And, you know, again, funny how people react, but, you know, friends of mine, in fact, she's still a great friend, we frequently, you know, when we reminisce, we often talk about this moment where she called me a bloody idiot. When I said to her, oh, no, we've just spent $22,000 on a mentor and we borrowed it on a personal loan for 5 years, and she was like, what? You idiot, what are you doing? But you know what? That $22,000 today has allowed me to enjoy life and retire and walk down to the duck pond each morning with Alex, feeding the ducks, and we go for breakfast, you know, 3 or 4 times a week, and, you know, just doing what we want when we want. And so I'm now free to do this kind of stuff because I don't have to do it. And that's the beauty of it. I really enjoy the lifestyle. I have a choice. So getting that education and having a mentor, I would say, are the reasons why I'm sitting here today.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's very exciting. And I guess the third thing for me that I also realised in this whole process was how important research is. And at the end of the day, John, only you will ever look after your money better than anybody else. No one will look after your money better than you, because you're the one with the vested interest. It's your money, you've worked hard for it. So when you understand that, getting up and actually doing some research, researching your deals, researching your panel of experts, you know, researching areas of interest, etc., it becomes a no-brainer. It's like, well, yeah, I want to do that because I want to look after my own money. I want to look after my property portfolio. I want to grow it. How many people now who have just put money in shares or handed money over to financial planners and taken their advice are now in trouble, have lost a lot of money because of the financial crisis, etc. You know, I've got personal friends in that exact boat. It's tragic. So at the end of the day, getting an education, having a mentor, doing your own research and taking care of your own money are really paramount to anything you do in life.